Welcome back out to the airfield. Today is a special day. I got a new glider here. It's a Velocity Core 25 meter, and this replaced the Velocity Edge, which was the beginner wing that came with all Paramotor packages with Blackhawk. Super stoked to have this wing. It's like a cool lime green. I've never had a green wing before, so I'm excited about that. But as the wind dies down, I'm going to do a nice sunset flight here. Test this out on my old 125 Paramotor, and just going to get a feel and do a little review of the new wing. Now, some of the improvements that they have on it: we have split A's on the new setup. We also have the new glider is lighter weight, easier inflation, a little bit faster too. So I'm going to do the performance check and fly it around here for a little while. Let's give this thing a whirl.
The first thing I noticed about the new glider is the ease of launch and how quickly it came off the ground and stayed right overhead. That's likely due to the lighter weight and better design, so launching was nice and easy. Once I got up into the air, it felt sportier. A little brake pull made it turn nicely. It was very responsive. Some of the newer features that are added onto this glider are split A's for the ability to do big ears and for the ease of launch. And it also has Deleron battens for improved performance to keep the leading edge shape. So as you can see, flying past here and flying down low, this glider was a real blast to fly, and it felt very responsive, kind of in the way that the Velocity Nitro has, where it has a little bit quicker response when you pull. It's not as sluggish, and getting to turn down low around the fields, it still felt like a quick glider even when I turned back into the wind. Now this glider has a 9-to-1 ratio, so it's going to be a lot better efficiency for doing cross country, where the last glider, the Edge, was a little bit slower. So doing cross countries was difficult, especially if somebody else had a really faster glider. So this has a very long trim range. When I let the trimmers out, I noticed that it was quite a long range, so the ability to let out the trimmers and speed up nicely. Just having fun flying around, banking side to side was a lot of fun, throwing some weight shift into it. This was right at sunset here, so the colors of the glider really shine as I go past. Cool look. I like the look of the black, white, and green on the glider. And it had a great lift performance. When I wanted to go back up into the wind and get on the gas, it climbed up very nicely and then turned downwind, stayed on the throttle, and it still climbed nicely. Very easy to use riser setup. You can see the speed bar, quick links there. I don't have the speed bar set up. And now even coming in, much more flare authority than the previous Edge had. And be able to touch down, keep the glider overhead, and get right back on it to take off. Now the wind had died down almost completely here, so it was good to be able to just get on the gas and lift off easy in a no-wind situation, which is going to be great for beginners. A lot of the times when you go out in the beginning, you go out in the morning and there's dew on the grass and the wing might get wet and you're trying to launch in no wind and it's humid. So anything to assist beginners in ease of launch is going to be very helpful, and the Core definitely does a good job with that. So continuing on, just flying around, having fun with it, and coming back in for the final touchdown and landing here.
Awesome, so that was initial flight on the Core glider. We're gonna get it packed up, a lot of fun. Thanks for following along. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks to Maverick for coming out and helping me film tonight, buddy. And we'll see you guys soon in another video. We got a couple videos going. Another new student started up, and EAA is coming up quick, so we'll see you guys there. What? If you haven't already checked out Maverick's channel, my son Maverick has a channel. You got to check that out.